wonderful Saturday afternoon, and I'm delighted that we have our session moderator, Dr. Ajay Data, who is the co-chair for ICT and Mobile Manufacturing Committee of FICCI, and of course the founder and CEO of Data Exchange Technologies. And our session panelists are Mr. Sandeep Nulkar, founder, chairman, and managing director, Varnak Language Technologies; Mr. Sudhin M., founder and president, Crystal Hughes Limited; Mr. Ranjit Pratap Singh, co-founder and CEO, Pratilipi; and Ms. Vidushi Kapoor, co-founder and CEO, Process 9. Thank you all for joining us today and, of course, taking out time from your schedule. We thank you for your participation, and we really look forward to a great discussion with all of you. World Entrepreneurs Day, as I said, it recognizes and celebrates the efforts of individuals who start a business venture. And there are lots of things when we talk about entrepreneur, which goes in the mind, starting from an idea to the implementation and the support, and then the sustainability. It's a journey. It's a long journey, an important journey, and I would not say it's easy. With the same, we have all gathered today, and without further ado, I request our session moderator to kindly take forward the proceedings of the session. Over to you, Dr. Data. And thank you all for joining in. For the audience, a very happy Onam to all of you. I know there is a festival thing, and we have a Raksha Bandhan coming on tomorrow. So a very happy festival period to all of you. Stay safe and I'm assuming that all of you are following the necessary COVID precautions and protocols supposed to be followed. With this, over to you, Dr. Data.
Thank you, Sarika, for setting the stage for all of us, actually. And I'm happy to see all the known faces here, including Vidushi. Thank you for joining, and Sudhin, Sudeep, Ranjit, and we have the entire FICCI team. When I requested, let's celebrate Entrepreneurship Day, I was not thinking that what we are going to talk about, because this is something which we live every day. But we thought that there are many people who are at the edge to become an entrepreneur or not. And that's where I think we have the biggest role to motivate them and become an entrepreneur. I am inclined to go to Mr. Sudhin. Sudhinji, I see, and you have been passionate about your journey very long. So you are yourself an entrepreneur, obviously successful one, having a lot of people. So let's understand from your view the words of wisdom, I would say. Who is an entrepreneur from your point of view? And how do people who are sitting on an edge should transition towards becoming an entrepreneur? Let's see your guidance for all of us.
Well, I don't consider myself an authority on this subject. Let me first put that disclaimer right in front. But I believe that an entrepreneur is someone who creates opportunities for growth for the team and creates value for customers. I mean, as long as, in my understanding, if the entrepreneur is creating growth opportunities for the team around him, or in the ecosystem that he works in, and he is able to create a value for customers through this entrepreneurship, I think that qualifies him to be or him or her to be an entrepreneur. Now, this is my simple definition for being an entrepreneur, but I have always lived by it. So now, to your next question about what would it entail to really jump into it or to become an entrepreneur for those people who are fence sitting. So I think you basically have everybody, I believe, that has this inner call to be an entrepreneur. And to be honest, today, even if you're looking for someone to work with you, you also expect a very high degree of entrepreneurship acumen. I would say that. You would like him to be, self-reliant. He should be having practically all the skill set that you look for in an entrepreneur. You are actually now, not only you, what I mean by you is the whole commercial world is looking for this entrepreneurship acumen in people now when they hire. And the companies are now willing to empower the resources to the extent of him being an entrepreneur, to be able to deliver on the task assigned, or the the vertical that or the assignment that that person leads. So I think whether you want to be an entrepreneur in the traditional sense, or whether you want to have the entrepreneurial experiences while being in the organization, there's hardly too much of difference. I mean, people expect the same skill set, even if you are looking for a job now. So, and that's something that even I have been, incidentally looking for in people who work with me. And we've been very happy to empower even the last rung, people working with us. So I think the world has changed a lot in the last few, at least in the last 2 decades. Definitely it has changed a lot, and people place a lot of premium on entrepreneurship skills. Whether you are an entrepreneur or not, but that entrepreneurship skills, people are willing to pay a huge premium on it.
Of course, and this is what the premium is exciting, right? This is where we all are inclined, because the premium is in many ways, whether it is money, respect, and making a change in people's life. And Sudhin, I'm coming to you, and there's a question from audience for you. And the question is, as an entrepreneur, how do you motivate yourself when the business is slow or there are tough days? Unmute yourself.
Well, very interesting question. So I think one of the first thing when I say entrepreneurship acumen, one of the first thing is that person has to be self-motivated. There's no other. You cannot expect any other way a motivation to happen. So that's what I said. Some people need to be there, and this is one of the basics of being an entrepreneur. But yes. How does one keep oneself motivated is probably the plan he has, probably the journey he has covered, or he or she has covered till now. So those are, so there would be failures or success behind that person, which would probably be a huge learning for him. And there would be plans based on those learnings that he would have. I think these two things is something very unique to an entrepreneur, because he would have his personal experiences in the past. It doesn't matter whether it was success or failure. And then based on those past experiences, he has already made a future plan. And that kind of motivates him. Look, I know this, I will get there, So I think this is the past and the future that the entrepreneurship sees is what really motivates him.
Yeah, Sudhin, and I think Sandeep wants to also add a little bit here.
Entrepreneur mindset teaches you to internalize all problems. So if anything goes wrong, I say I am part of the problem. Probably there's something wrong with me, and that's where the correction process starts. And I think I just wanted to add this because I thought people don't simplify entrepreneurship for others to that level that, people are always blaming something. Something is wrong, but I am perfect. So it's probably
Sandeep, you are kind of explaining the pains which people go through, right? And we all go through these pains with some people in the company, and we make tough decisions. So let me add one point with these beautiful points put in by Sudhin and Sandeep, that you take a decision. You don't take a right decision or your wrong decision. You take a decision and prove it right with time.
Correct.
That is entrepreneurship. There is no right decision and there is no wrong decision. If you take you can take a decision which you have a conviction to make it correct. You just take it and go for it. And that's what the first step is all about. And Vidushi, now coming to you, the last leg of this session is, would you like to give some message to the entrepreneurs, especially to the women entrepreneurs? how they should see this current time and the post-COVID time and the opportunities for them?
Well, especially for women entrepreneurs, I would say in your mind, and when you approach anybody or any situation, drop that adjective of woman. You are an entrepreneur, whether you're a man or you're a woman. Do not take the fact that you're a woman as a positive or a negative. The challenges that are faced by an entrepreneur do not really change fundamentally with the gender. A male entrepreneur faces maybe slightly different set of challenges, problems, and if you're a female, you may face slightly different, but the problem set is going to be largely the same. The journey is going to be largely the same. If you have passion, you have an important, large enough problem that you are trying to solve, you are really passionate to solve, follow that dream, take that first step, as everybody has echoed here. Don't just sit around thinking about it. Take that first step, do, fail, iterate, go again, fail, iterate, come back, and yours will be a successful journey. However you define success. Some people define success with money, some people define success with the fact that they're able to generate employment for so many people. Some people take success in the fact in the problem that they're trying to solve, or some people just take success defined as they are doing what they want to do. They are living life on their own terms. So whatever it is, go ahead and do it, and remove that adjective from your mind as a roadblock or as a boon, whichever way you want to look at it.
So Dean wants to add something. Unmute
So
yourself.
very well said, Vidushi. It was absolutely right. The journey of an entrepreneur doesn't look at the gender at all. Now, one small aspect I would like to add to this is, I believe the world has come to realize the unique abilities that women bring to leadership, especially their, also famous intuition and empathy. And these are very, very important skill set, for leaders and especially in entrepreneurship. I think there's no, you guys win hands down.
Yeah, and I'm actually very happy to hear Vidush. Somebody who can leverage on technology, and mobile plays and internet plays an important role. The time is now to become an entrepreneur. The best ever, luckiest time somebody can get. So I always say that you guys I'm jealous to an extent that I did not have this 20 years of lead time. And we had to build everything. You have served on a platter. This time is for future. So let's celebrate this Entrepreneurship Day. Thank you guys for joining in. We are end of an hour almost. And thank you for giving your words of wisdom. Sandeep, Sudhin, Ranjit, Vidushi, I can't thank you enough for expressing your experiences and views, and lots of good words for all of us to take back from your words of wisdom. Thank you very much for joining in. Over to Sarika, please.
Thank you, Dr. Teta. It was really, really, I would say, interesting interaction, which we all. So thank you all. Thank you, Mr. Nolkar. Thank you, Mr. Ranjit. Thank you, Vidushi. Thank you, Mr. Sudhin. And thank you, Dr. Teta, for this insightful and interesting discussion. Thank you all for joining in. Stay safe and have a nice time. Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.